I like Kyle. I like his Cassidy. I want him to come back. I want to send me out too. Jackass.
All right, we live, y'all.
Oh, hey, everybody. Rock and roll.
Sorry. I mean, it's still at the intro. So
Okay, right.
Streaming, we live, and on the count of three. About to come on in. Uno, dos, tres. Hey, it's the Fly Nerd Group. Hey, guys.
What's happening?
What's up? What's good?
Yeah, what's really good, man? What's really good? Yeah, man. We live and direct. We up in here in the Fly Nerd Lab, man. We up here cooking. So, we here. Yeah, man. We here. We about to get it started with the pod. Hey, guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves real quick.
Fly Nerd Supreme himself, Coach E Soulstar, checking in.
Yes, sir. Cosmo Galactus 1212 in your face.
And legendary Corey Green.
Legendary.
Champion of everyday people. Chauncey.
Oh my goodness, we got it. The people's champ, Chauncey is here. Man, talking about champs, man, there was a fight last night, man. Spencer and what's his name? Woodson? Whatever.
I forgot who was
fighting. That was a fight.
It was a
man.
massacre.
As long as he wasn't no relation to me.
Nah, you good, but nah, it was a fight, man. That was a dope ass fight. But anyway, we here, man. It's a Fly Nerd Group. We got a lot to talk about. We've been going for a few days, so you know, we always come back and we talk about our little adventures while we was on camera. And one of those adventures actually was a Fly Nerd excursion.
Yes, sir.
And with the go ahead, you talk about it.
So basically, courtesy of brother Kevin Miller from Blerd Underground. Shout out to him, by the way. We got word of an event called the Wild Lit Fest, and this is the second year of doing this. And it took place on the south side on the, I forgot the actual name of the place. It was a track field center off of 102nd and Koch Grove. And it was, you know, a lot of vendors, you know, pushing their literary work from, like, you know, your kindergarten, preschool type or what have you to, like, adults. And also pushing, you know, just various things like the 100 Black Men in Chicago. Shout out to them. Talked with those good gentlemen. And then when we were making our rounds, me and Kaz, we finally came across our goal of meeting Blerd Underground, or one half of the owners of Blerd Underground, Brother Mike Davis. Absolute salute to you. And it was great chopping it up with him. Just bouncing back and forth possibilities and ideas, what can be done with Blerd Underground, along with, you know, that Fly Nerd connection. So it was just a lot of love with the chopping up or what have you, and it was just a great moment.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope just being in the event itself because, you know, it's all black, you know what I mean? So you see the black families, you see the kids, you see the families walking around, enjoying the festivities. You even bump to a few familiar faces, so, you know, shout out to Race, you know, homeboy, one of the homies, MCs, fellow MCs, Chicago, Super Sounds. So he was out there, and then, chopped it up with Blerd Underground. Hopefully we collab and work on some stuff. They have a store out in, where's LaGrange Park, Illinois. So if y'all out there and y'all need some comics, toys, whatever, they even order stuff for you. They'll even get the stuff for you. You know, so holler at them. Go and check them out. Always support your locals, especially our locals.
Right.
You know what I mean? No matter where they at, you know, check them out. And, you're going to see us collab soon. They do podcasts, too. So, you know, we probably going to work on some episodes and work on some collaborations.
Nice.
And, keep it pushing. So, shout out to Blerd Underground. They also follow the Instagram as well. So, if y'all ain't following, go to Fly Nerd Group. at Instagram.com. And also subscribe to this motherfucking channel because y'all need to subscribe to this and tell your friends to subscribe. Y'all don't fly nerves.
Hit the like button too.
Tell everybody.
Tell everybody.
Everybody.
You can follow all them other little YouTube hooligans and fools where you get your tea from.
Goons!
You can follow some cool motherfuckers like us.
Yeah.
Ne'er-do-wells.
Degenerates.
So yeah, man. So another event that went on actually was yesterday, and actually still going on today on the recording day. It's the Silver Room Block Party. We was mentioning about this last time we spoke when we was talking about the High Park Fest. It was another event that kicked off this weekend. Actually, this will be the last one, so by the time you're watching this, you probably missed it if you missed it.
Salute to Eric.
Yeah, salute to Eric, man. You know what I mean? Because he kicked that off, and it's been going on for years, even way before it was in, any, like, beachfront. This was going on in Wicker Park, correct?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I was there for about 6 of them when I was living in, because I lived on Wicker Park above Hollywood Cleaners. For a lot of years, and so I had a front row seat to Wicker Park for the Silver Room Block Party, Wicker Park Fest, all that stuff for so long.
Wow.
And living next door to I was pretty much living next door to the Silver Room.
Oh wow!
Hey, that's
I was living next door to the Silver Room because there was Hollywood Cleaners in the Silver Room, and so I was living pretty much. Eric was my neighbor.
Oh
wow!
Yeah.
So it was lots of fun living over there and. Seeing the shows and seeing how it evolved, and then I was sad when they left the area. I was still living there at the time. I was sad when they left the area.
Okay. So then it left the area because I actually went to a few when it was in Wicker Park too. And actually, it was dope because it was like real street. You know what I mean?
It was a real street festival right down the side on Evergreen. Huh?
You know what I mean? So me, Bugs, Audacity, we all be outside just walking, just kicking it. You know what I mean? And we perform out there up north, so we know familiar faces out there when they come through anyway. So then, we moved to the south side and moved to High Park, 53rd, and hey man, it was juking there too, man. You know what I mean? Like you go outside, this is like. The stomping grounds where I'm from, so it's like seeing familiar faces. We just outside kicking it in the street like that. Like, it's crazy. Shout out to Rob McKay as well. Just seeing him flash on the screen. But, it used to be in High Park, but then it got too big for his britches, I would say. And because it was one year I went, and dude, it was so packed. Couldn't even move. I'm trying to go across the street. I'm trying to go and see Vic Spencer. And I couldn't see his performance because, we was shut off. The streets was bugging. So, they had to move it to a bigger place. And, this spot on the beachfront, the Oakwood Beach, man, it was huge, man. It was huge. I didn't go last year.
Yeah, I was gonna.
How much space did they give them? Like a lot?
Dude, it's like, I can't even tell you, dude, because you just walking, like, there's one end you got the stage where they got the house music, and then one end of the other end, they got the regular stage, and then they got the in-between stage in the middle. All bunch of vendors and stuff, which is dope. You know what I mean? It's filled with vendors. Shout out to K-Fly Kelly. I was checking her out. She got her booth out there. And Kari B, he was one of the hosts as well. So they was all just hanging out. You know what I mean? So I made sure I had to see my peoples, Aries, you know what I mean? Fellow Aries. So checked her out, and then the rest of the show, Moonchild performed, which was dope. You know what I mean? Moonchild performed. But yo, man, I was just kicking it. You know what I mean? Because I went. This was different than the High Park Fest. I just have to say honestly, I enjoyed myself a little bit better at this place than the High Park Fest. Because, it was cool at the door, just walk in, it was street, just walk on in, good, no red tape, no hassles. Met up with my folks, shout out to Rel, actually was on his podcast previously. Shout out to his boy Sid and Rob, man, just homies, you know what I mean? We just kicking it, smoking, chilling, man, and man, I'm getting, I'm super gone. Gone. But this at the front. So I'm like at the front of all this. I'm like, dude, I gotta do a walkthrough. Like they all been there all day. I just got there. So they all, yeah, come on, we all festive up. I gotta do a walkthrough. Alright. Go through this walkthrough, man. And dude, it was glorious because I met and bumped into so many heads. I bumped into, of course, GQ the teacher.
GQ.
Yeah, GQ. You know what I mean? Bumped into him. Bumped into Dwayne Powell. He was one of our guests, fellow fly nerd as well. Bumped into so many people. Elevation, shout out to him. Shout out to Leon Rogers. Bumped into him. Maxie, shout out to CTA Radio.
Bumped into him.
Yeah, that guy. Shout out to Moore's. Actually, Moore's Beer, shout out to them, man. They had their own, like, you went to buy beverages, they on the menu, you know what I mean? Like, one of the choices, you know what I mean? Along with Funky Town and others, but just to see that was like, okay, this, you know what I mean? This some official moves making here. So, shout out to Rob McKay, like I said before. Shout out to Eric. Shout out to Mario. Bumped into him. Shout out to a whole bunch of cats that I bumped into. You know, people from the past. You know, you're going to see some.
Yeah.
You know, you see the reunion type folks.
Oh, yeah. It becomes a kickback.
Yeah, exactly, man. Ron Trent, he was DJing. Saw some of that. Shout out to Clarence. He was out there shooting as well, man. It was just the homies. Man. Then lovely ladies as well. It was the ladies. They were out and about, man. It was beautiful. It was just beautiful, you know what I mean? Seeing all this blackness and, you know, the vendors, people making money, and everything was rotating, you know, and everyone was happy about business. There wasn't no negative vibes or none of those, hey, I'm here, I'm you know, none of that cocky shit, you know what I mean? It was all love. It's the last one, so everyone show love. From my experience, I don't know anyone else's, but this is from me. So, Fly Nerd Certified Silver Room Block Party. Damn, it's a lot of memories. A lot of dope shit, man. Hopefully it'll transition. You know, everything turned to festivals now. How y'all feel about festivals? Like, you know, it's not really concerts.
Good and bad. Good and bad.
Because like 50-50 on.
I'm the same. I haven't really been to the Silver Room stuff before, so I have to experience to see what the difference is.
I mean, like I've gone to a lot of festivals across the city, and so I like the medium-sized festivals personally.
Right.
You know, I like the medium-sized.
So it's still community relatable, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So because Wicker Fest that went on as well.
Yeah.
Wicker Park Fest actually.
And like do Division is kind of manageable. It's not too big. You know what I'm saying? It's not too big. But also like some of the more niche ones, like you know, like the Beer Fest or Barbecue Fest, like like when the little neighborhoods have them. Because like real talk, when Lincoln Square does their little thing, the food over there is phenomenal. It's like I just go for like when I hear like the Lincoln Square, if it's a festival over in Lincoln Square.
It's the Lobster Fest.
Yeah,
Lobster Fest. I'll look into that.
So, yeah. You know,
those festivals are cool, but I mean just like everything turning into like big festival events. Like the summer is gonna be packed. You only could go. Who throw winter festivals? You know what I mean?
Those are called indoor conventions. Those are called indoor conventions.
Yeah,
so like one of the things I learned, especially when it comes to the Silver Room joint, if you really want to have your time up in there, you gotta get there super duper early. Because like you said, with the whole compactness of it all, where you can barely move, it's like to have like a medium setting, you got a little more wiggle room to run around with. And plus, you know, it's a little more of a, shall I say, intimate setting based off what the theme of the fest is.
Yeah, that's true. A tomato fest don't need to be as large as the Silver Room.
Man, it may be some hardcore tomato people out here, man.
I really love tomatoes.
Hey.
What if like Tomato Fest played and Rick Ross showed up like he did for Vegan Fest?
He was this scene, but okay, so that's what I'm talking about though. Because I missed that because I'm like, it's a vegan fest. What are we going to do there? And And no disrespect to vegans, and actually that's kind of ignorant to say what I'm going to do there. You're going to learn how to be vegans and vegan information. That's how you learn. However, the level of entertainment for that type of festival, Rick Ross, don't he do chicken? Like, he a chicken sponsor.
Right, but the vegan people paying, and they know Rick Ross gonna bring people in. Like, my brother went. My brother is nowhere near a vegan. He's nowhere near a vegan.
But I guess it's for the exposure, bring people out
Bring
so they
people
can get
out,
the
yeah.
information, get informed
Exactly.
about it. Because, yeah, I was speaking ignorant. That's the mindset. Oh, what the fuck I'm going to do at the Vegan Fest? But Rick Ross is there, and low-key, he brought the locks.
Yeah.
So I was kind of,
he brought it up.
And that was actually was going to be the last time you're probably going to see them because Styles P had just announced that he's retiring from music. So that's probably would have been the last time you seen
So the
all
big
three.
feds are like, sir, put some lettuce on that, sir. I'm kidding.
Rick Ross. Ugh. I don't know, man. But anyway, so yeah, so off with festivals, there's conventions as well. And you went to an indoor convention, Corey Green.
Yeah, Mr. Green.
Where did
Indoor,
you
you
go?
mean the city of San Diego, the convention. Yeah, I went to San Diego Comic-Con last week. And that's the place in downtown San Diego, the convention center. So they had stuff in the convention center and a bunch of stuff outside.
Oh, okay. So it was all around. So what did you experience? What did you... First off, is this your first time?
No, this is like my 9th
Really? This your 9th one?
Comic-Con or 10th maybe.
Okay.
So you trying,
SDCC veteran.
Yeah,
right.
man.
You trying to compete with Ric Flair for that title shot, huh?
Not
See.
really, I started going in.
Get still with
I may walk in like Ric Flair, but not trying to.
Oh, it's
But yeah, I've been going since 2010, and
Okay.
I kind of switched cheese the last few years, especially right before Big V. So yeah,
Right.
So what did you so what was some of the things that you went for? You know, I know you're a gamer, so
well,
What would
since
you
you
want?
guys know me, I had to go to the Capcom booth.
course.
They had a
Street
tournament
Fighter.
for Street Fighter 6. Well, it's made it interesting. Capcom booth had a tournament there for Street Fighter 6. They've had tournaments before at the convention and at their game room. I don't know. In the past, they had small one-day tournaments for their games.
Okay.
But this time, they had a Street Fighter 6 tournament with pools. The winner of the Street Fighter 6 tournament at San Diego Comic-Con gets a free ticket to Capcom Cup.
So what's Capcom Cup?
Capcom Cup is like the best of the best of the best who are in Street Fighter. You get players. You have to qualify to compete for Capcom Cup. So that means you have to win at least one major, I believe. You acquire a certain amount of points to compete in Capcom Cup, where you can compete against the best in the world. And this year's prize is up in $2 million in prizes. The winner will win $1 million.
And you're in the running? Like, can I come to Capcom Code with a big old like Corey Green foam head? And
I want to come to Capcom Code with the big green Corey Green phone head. Yes, because you have to be like really good to compete in Capcom.
But you got a free because you won the tournament, right?
But no, I didn't win the
Oh,
tournament.
you didn't. Okay.
Yeah, I got around.
Take
I
my
almost
phone
made it
with
out
me.
my pool.
I want my money back.
But I don't know if the winner will compete in Capcom Cup. I know they got a free ticket and paid flight and hotel to attend
that's sweet.
Capcom Cup. That's pretty good.
That's what they accommodated.
Yeah.
Accommodated that for you.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's all kind. At San Diego Comic Con, it is the geek mecca. Dreams come true. Like 1 year, if I could have possibly won a free PS4 1 year that I went. Just
Really?
for playing Street Fighter.
Just for playing?
Yeah, when they had Street Fighter 5, they had a panel for it. They picked two random people to play the game, and the winner won a free PS4. Right on stage. Yeah.
So all right. So where did you place? Where did you place on? Did you rank?
I think around the 17 mark again. Like I trying to break my curse of getting out of pool. So the guy I lost to. Well, here's the kicker with this one. This one was single elimination, so all the pressure was on. So you couldn't lose once. Wasn't done with them.
Yeah, I don't like those type.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those, but that's how they had it. They had so many people. It was Comic-Con, fine. So they had the top 16 on Saturday, and the last day was top 8. I don't know who won it. A top Dawson player took me out. And
you got took out by Dawson?
A almost master player Dawson. And shout out to Rob TV. We're getting the words of encouragement. Rob TV is a top Street Fighter player here in America. He commentates. You'll probably see him at Evo. He's probably going to compete at Evo. He commentates on a few tournaments off and on. And he streams and the whole whatnot. So shout out to Rob TV.
Wow.
For the words of encouragement, he's a really cool brother. We play some games. Showed me a few things. So
is he black?
Yes, he's black.
Oh, shout out to Rob. Shout
All
out to
my fighting
Rob,
game people know who Rob TV is.
Right, Rob TV, man. Flying Air Group certified. So that's dope. So
I'm coming for you, Rob TV.
watch your back.
Right. Good freaking luck, because he is a tournament winner. Good freaking luck. I know.
I'm not serious. I mean, I'll play him. I'll play you. I ain't gonna back down.
Right.
I ain't scared of nobody. I'll take a punch.
I'll play
take
you.
a punch, man. I'll take a punch.
I just know I'm spam the low kick button, Rob.
So, all right. So, what were some of the goodies that you saw at the SDCC?
Oh man, what didn't I see? For all you toys,
Because it was a lot of toy announcements. And I heard Jim Lee actually said this, and I think the strike came in handy for this. It was like, man, this year was really a comic book
which
conversion.
is what I was so glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Now,
so
all
glad.
I needed something else, because what I'm used to, and I've been going, they have guys Hall H. Hall H people camp there like Monday, Tuesday night to see Hall H. It holds like 6,000 people for the Marvel announcements. So between that and the movie panels and TV panels, people are there watching those panels or in Hall H. But this year with the writer strike, with no Hall H, no writer and TV panels, those 6,000 people got to go someplace. They were all over the place at Comic-Con. It was a great experience. There was a lot of people to walk through. To me, more than usual, especially the first day, even to the last day. But still, overall, it was a really good convention, man. It was a lot of fun. Like, at one point, I practically forgot about the writer strike and everything going on with the movies and actors and what have you.
all the time.
But no, but this show, like, normally the show is not predominantly TV and movies. But
It wasn't heavy,
it was not heavy
reliable
preface,
on that
preface
for
at all.
the entertainment. And that's dope because a lot of announcements did come from the comment from this one right here from one. Well, you're a Transformer head. What did Hasbro present in regards to the Transformers? Because I believe you got a little figure. You got your little STC package.
Oh yeah.
I gave this nigga a list.
This was a good idea.
Yeah,
Whoever
I
came
think
up with
we
that,
yeah.
it was this. That's good marketing. The whole like Lego Blockbuster,
Yeah,
Yeah,
two
dope.
Blockbuster related things there.
Brickbuster.
I didn't get a
That's
chance to get
tough.
one of those cars, but yes, I did go to the Hasbro Transformers panel with Flint Dilley, the writer of Transformers the movie, Transformers the G1 cartoon, and others 80s cartoons, and he has a book out. I did see the creative production marketing team. They were there presenting the new toys coming out, like Ultra Magnus. We're getting a Ratchet, Frenzy, more movie-based toys from the Rise of the Beasts, some other figures related to the IDW comic book. So you're getting a lot of cool stuff in the next coming months or so. They would hold off on some of the pre-orders till August for I think Ultra Magnus and Ratchet. They were like, guys are coming off from Comic-Con. Money's kind of tight coming from San Diego, so some of these figures we're going to hold off our pre-orders until August. And I bought the 2-pack, the Dion and the Ariel 2-pack at the show. I had it sent to my house at the Hasbro booth, and I did meet Evan, the lead toy designer for Hasbro for Transformers.
How did that work out?
He's a real cool dude, man. I made a quick joke about we're gonna make a Robeson Null A. Null A is a really super obscure character who didn't transform in the G1 cartoon. He laughed about it. He knew what I was talking about. He was like, "Well, I don't work for Robeson, so I can't say." He was a really cool guy. Shout out to him.
So since you mentioned Robeson actually is the company that designed that new Grimlock.
Oh yeah, Grimlock is amazing.
Yeah, this is a transforming Grimlock. This was one of the highlights that I saw.
It's their best work yet. Like
they already had the automatic transforming Optimus.
That one was already dope.
Yeah.
I think Grimlock practically blows out the water.
Yeah.
And it costs $1,400.
$1,400. Yeah. Put your phone down.
When you see it, you'll see why.
But boy, that
when you see it,
let me find it if I can find it.
Renting car no money, folks.
Hey man, that's what these
Man,
figures are doing though.
Yeah, but that Robeson Grimlock it's like your toy come to life, man.
Like it takes like voice commands and transform on sight of that action and speak back.
Yeah.
It's like Teddy Ruxpin.
Me Grimlock give hugs.
Me Grimlock hit what? I think Greg Berger is the voice actor.
He's the actual voice, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're getting your money's worth. It's pretty amazing if you have the Grimlock toy or had it or remembered or even seen it. That's how that thing transforms like. I was amazed by it when I saw it.
You saw it? So,
Oh yeah, I took a video of it and I took pictures of it. It's pretty amazing balls.
Yeah, it's supposed to fight, and if you actually have it with the Optimus Primes, and I thought I saw a transforming Bumblebee too.
Bumblebee doesn't transform, but he does walk.
It does the action and stuff. I heard they all just be fighting and be fighting in the air. Right, Rocco and Socko. So it's a little laggy over here. I can't pull it up on time, but here it is. No, here it is.
And bites on command. That stands out.
You see where your mind is going to.
And bites on. That's wow.
But the design is dope, and you know,
And he got
it
weapons.
more.
He got the sword. He got the gun. I think they have the crown for him too. Yeah.
Yeah, yup, you do have the crown.
Yeah.
And it's taking a long time with this motherfucker. But
Stupid technology.
stupid
There it is.
technology.
Oh,
Who is
my
this
God.
lady?
Oh, when did you see him
anyway,
start walking and talking?
I ain't gonna put it for the folks.
So now
Looks just like I remember though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly how
it's
you remember.
Grimlock,
It's
you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
See that? Yeah.
Oh my God. It's transforming on its own.
Yep. Yep.
Dang. Well, I have to get myself a birthday
Wow.
gift for February.
See?
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't need it, but I want it.
Yep. Yes.
It's a
Crown.
goddamn car
His
painting.
mouth lights up.
Several car
Got the
paintings.
sword.
Right.
The whole nine. Yep. He does all of that.
Pew,
Yep.
pew, 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 slash.
Slash.
Pew, 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 slash. That'd just be me all day. what you doing, playing with Grimlock? Pew, pew,
Right.
pew, slash.
Most definitely.
So yeah, man. So that was one of the announcements. Actually,
They had him on the booth. The Robeson Grimlock had like 4 or 5 of them. They had them transform in unison.
oh, that's crazy.
And I made one transform by talking to it. I said Grimlock transform, and it did it.
Wow. So Marvel also announced like an X-Men line too, like
The X-Men 97.
yeah, X-Men 97 series.
Yeah, one of the panels, I think it was for something else, but for a surprise for the fans, they showed them a clip of X-Men 97, I believe, the show, and showed some of the characters going to be on it. Like Bishop's going to be a regular member.
Yeah, Bishop gonna be a regular
Maybe
member.
those leading the team. Who am I missing?
Sunspot gonna be a regular member.
Morph gonna be on
Yeah,
there.
Morph
is gonna be
Exile. Look down.
Yeah. So, and we're gonna get Mohawk Storm.
And they say they're picking up right where the show left off.
Right.
So I may have to binge that last season because I don't remember.
I got to rewatch
Me
it.
too,
I
yeah.
remember.
But I was not the biggest fan of that show because I was reading the X-Men books at the time.
I feel
It was
the X-Men, the books was more
different.
intriguing.
It
Yeah,
was so different that I was like,
because I kind of like.
See, I was the opposite. I was reading X-Men books and the cartoon like both. I got into more of the books because of the cartoon.
I was pretty mad on the cartoon,
Really?
and it was a lot of it was the portrayal of both Bishop and Cable. I was just like, ugh.
Nah, I was mad that Bishop was not on the squad normally, and his Bishop portrayal I did have issues with off and on. And then that and the continuity issues with the show was like, okay, guys.
Cause see, I actually owned X-Men 281. I remember when Bishop burst on the scene, and that was not the way he burst on the scene. So I was like, and you got, I'm in high school, so I'm looking at this like, I just read this. This is not good. This is not good.
Oh, this is really cool. What's the comic book like? Oh, this is dope too.
I was in between with it because, like Sean, I was right there reading it, loving every moment of the mutants in the 90s. When it came to the show, I knew it was like for TV, so I knew it. Because I looked at the comic book like, this is dope. You know what I mean?
I have that ability.
They ain't going to try to capture all this on here. Because if so, you just go with Jim Lee. Like, you know what I mean? The scripts is right here, you know. But it was cool. Like you said, my biggest thing about the X-Men animation was the animation.
Yeah,
I didn't like the animation.
Now, it depends on what season you was watching. It did change.
Like the Jean Grey, the her episodes, the Phoenix saga.
Yeah, the Dark
was
Phoenix
very
saga.
animated, very
that was
well.
very
That's one of my
well.
favorites.
You know, it was just as poor as Spider-Man Unlimited animation was all together.
Last season's animation sucked to me.
Yeah, so that was my thing about it.
Like, it changed a lot. So I was telling you, like, you're going to like the new animation much better.
See, now I have the ability to separate the show from the books and all that stuff. Like, I had to grow into that. I was a kid. I was a kid back then, so like then it was like I wanted
that kicked in for me. I was like, man, well, I can just read the book here. At least then we can draw y'all better.
See, and I had similar issues with the Spider-Man show at the time because I was like, I'm actively reading Spidey, and I'm like, this.
Well, again, for me, it was the opposite. It got me to make me want to read them.
And I'm glad that happened.
Yeah, so I really love the X-Men cartoon, the first 2-3 seasons. They got me really wanting to read X-Men.
Don't get me wrong, the translations for the X-Men were actually kind of dope to me. And I do like,
definitely.
yeah, you know, the good episodes were good episodes. There was some fillers in there. I rewatched some. I was like, oh yeah.
Like the later seasons.
Oh, I felt the Kenosha thing was hard.
Oh,
It's way worse. That's nothing compared to nice. But no, I was saying, the X-Men cartoon got me wanting to read the X-Men comics. That's how I got in through Age of Apocalypse. Age of Apocalypse got me into comics in general.
Age of Apocalypse was a
The
good
X-Men
story.
cartoon was so dope to me, and I knew those characters by proxy. I got into the comics right away, and I had been reading ever since.
So so Hasbro is releasing the new X-Men line in X-Men 97. I hope it drops next year. You know, it's still a writer's strike, so we can't be too sure.
But the show, I think the cartoon is in the bag.
Okay.
It's just a matter of like finally releasing it.
They got work on season 2.
Yeah, they already told me they're working on season 2 currently.
Okay.
For strikes.
Word. So well, so it was so much other announcements, man. Shout out to Jada Toys. You know what I mean? They put out a showcase for the cast, man.
Yeah, for you Capcom heads like myself, if you like Mega Man, you like Street Fighter, Jada Toys has some stuff for you.
Man, they might as
I
well
saw
just
Mega Man.
they might as well just hold it down and just do a whole Capcom line and just do Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, all of them. Just do it.
I'm not surprised. Their con exclusive was the Evil Ryu from Ultra Street Fighter 2. It's the
Which I had to pre-order.
You have to pre-order.
Pre-order.
Yeah, because in certain
Why didn't somebody didn't go out there and grab it?
Be quiet for 5 seconds, I can tell you. Because somebody had to wake up at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning to wait in line to hopefully get one. They were sold out within like 30, 40 minutes. You're welcome.
So
You're
then
welcome,
why
Kaz.
did you just snatch a bag?
Right.
So I can,
Man,
so I can pick out the comment.
this the Fly Hoodlum group. This the Fly Hoodlum group, man. We're going to have to switch the name on.
Get the little master ticket. You can
We the fly hooligans.
Fly Hooligan
We don't get
group,
tickets.
man.
We steal tickets.
Steal them.
crime time.
We get it. So man, but they released a whole like dope line of Street Fighters, man. I thought they was just going to do just like the main guys, but now they jumped in and got DJ.
Yeah,
I saw some of the art. Yeah,
that's the first time DJ.
Cast just about
pretty much.
Guile, Cammy, Chun-Li, Awesome, Ken and Ryu.
Yeah,
oh nine. Well, even Ryu, they give him the two signs he had from Street Fighter 2.
Okay, so and one is broken, so you could break it up.
Like in the actual game, yeah.
Oh, wow.
He come with 2 fireballs.
So what you're saying is that they can print money at this joint because these things are gonna sell, so they can just. This is
just one of my
favorite. That's what's about to happen. That's what's about. Because even if they figures you're a Street Fighter fan, fucker.
Right.
And
these things are gonna be global.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. The Street Fighter is a global phenomenon.
Exactly.
These things are gonna be global.
Exactly.
So like. That you can't judge toy sales based on what your American homies got.
Exactly.
These
things are global. Right. So
and speaking of fighting games,
toys is huge in Japan.
I did go to the Tekken 8. Tekken had a thing outside the convention center I didn't know there was no line for. You can play Tekken 8. They had cosplayers you can meet. They had a panel I happened to catch in the middle of where Xavier Woods from WWE was there from New Day, and Mike Tyson was there at that panel.
I wonder if what's Mike Tyson involvement?
That one I wasn't sure of, so I got there in the middle of it. I was surprised who was even there. I wonder if he's going to be in the game. That would be great.
Man, if he in Tekken, man, I'm buying that, dude.
Here comes the new challenger, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson. Oh, shit. I'm playing number Mike, man. That's it. That's over.
Special guest character, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson is a wrap.
That'd be funny.
My offense is undisputed. My defense is impregnable.
You're impeccable. Oh, shit.
Shout out to Up, Down, Down. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That's dope, man. So, overall, Fly Nerd certified as usual. Anything that stood out in your experience that,
No, there was just a lot of cool stuff. I met a lot of cool people.
You saw Kwame and shit, right?
Yeah, I saw Kwame. Kwame was DJing all 3 or 4 days the entire time. He was, jamming over there.
Wow.
Shout out to Kwame. I was trying to kind of say hi to him, but I didn't get a chance to. He was on the Wheels of Steel the entire time I was there. I did say what's up to him before he left.
That's dope.
No, shout out to Toy Tuesday.
Toy Tuesdays, nice. Yeah. So cool, man.
And speaking of musicians, I did run into Mega Ran at San
that's dope. That's dope.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Well, how was that?
That was cool. I ran into him actually in passing. He was coming out of a panel, and I have to recognize him.
Yeah.
That's how it be at Comic-Con. I guarantee if you go to Comic-Con, you're gonna see a celebrity, at least one or two at least, bare minimum.
Man, I don't know, man. Some of these cats. Never mind. I don't know what to talk about. These cats, man, they got these little toy groups and shit, man. Then you see these cats in person.
That's the case I saw in that video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Mega Man case.
Yeah, there's all the Mega Man stuff. I saw pictures of that.
And they got
online.
more stuff. Yeah.
That shit.
And speaking of video games, they also showed off the new trailer for Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's exciting. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, so doing the damn thing. Yeah.
That's dope, man. So they released that. You know what? It's cool, but I'm ready for the game. The trailers. Just tell me the date, man, and I'm good for it because I seen the first trailer I was sold, and just knowing what they're going to do and where they going. So they introduced Venom. You know what I mean? You see Venom in this trailer.
Well, we see Harry, and you see what's up with him, and that's
I don't want to put the spoiler out on the.
Not spoiler. I mean, it's air apparent.
But that's true. But yeah. We get this Spider-Man story, which is dope to me because this Insomnia, damn, that looks so dope.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's right.
That looks so dope. Insomnia is they wanted to set up a Marvel MCU for the video games. I don't know if they will. They probably are with the Wolverine game coming up.
They might. Yeah, I know Insomnia is I think Insomniac is still doing that one too. I'm not sure.
Oh, they are. They said they're doing that, and they got another triple A title that they're going to work on after. So ain't no telling what's that going to be. But yeah, they said they wanted to build a video game universe. So this story is actually pretty dope. It's pretty canon in the video game. They made comics from it. They developed the figures from it. So moving forward, get ready to see all that merchandise coming through. They did drop that trailer. It's lagging. I can't really pull up everything instantly, but definitely check out the Spider-Man 2 trailer. It's
extremely
really
I can't wait to
dope.
play it.
And I will be streaming it when it comes out when I get it.
Good.
Like I did the first one.
They should make that kind of like dual player in the sense of someone could play, one be Miles, one be Pete.
I'm cool with a single player.
I'm cool with single player, don't get me wrong, but
I don't know if I want multiplayer for this just yet.
multiplayer, that'll be ill though. That's a big map. You know what I mean?
Also, speaking of the map, you're gonna get more of New York now. You're gonna get
you're getting both.
Bronx
The Bronx and it's just more overall coverage because you get to do more. You get to interchange with both of these characters at any time. You know what I mean? And if Venom there, I don't know if he's gonna be ally or foe, but
Never know with that guy.
yeah, you never know.
Right.
You never know. He might be foe because based off who the character.
And then we did with Kraven the Hunter.
Then you dealing with Crave.
Yeah.
Craving off.
I don't know about the movie, but I'm definitely geeked about this goddamn trailer and this game. So moving forward, check out Spider-Man 2. Check out Tekken.
Mm-hmm.
Check out Jada Toys. Check out Hasbro. Check out Mezco. Mezco dropped some lines too. They dropped
It's so dependable though. Like year after year, Mezco is dependable.
dude, and they dropped this Hot Toys, man. This Hot Toys Carnage. That shit was crazy.
And don't get me started on Super 7.
And Super 7. Yeah, don't let me get started on Super 7. I ain't even go there. Yeah, this was a Comic-Con because, man, we talk about toys.
Yeah, exactly.
We talk about toys and video games and shit, and this was the Comic-Con experience, and that's dope, man.
One thing I regretted I missed because normally when I go to Comic-Con, I hit a premiere if I can or two. A new anime called Sandland, I believe, was premiered at San Diego Comic-Con.
Interesting. What's Sandland about?
And the trailer to Castlevania.
The trailer for Castlevania.
Yeah, there's a new Castlevania.
Castlevania,
They found someone else to write it because Warren Ellis was in a lot of trouble. But
Well,
this is another Belmont.
it's another Belmont.
So yeah, this is another Belmont, and I love it, man. I love that they taking this forward. I'm just counting the days when I see Simon Belmont, and I think I'm going to flip in the chair while I'm still sitting in it.
I believe
Backflip.
Simon was in the first series, and now it's Richard Belmont.
Simon was in the first series?
No, that was Trevor.
Yeah, that was Trevor.
That was Trevor.
Okay.
No, it ain't. I know Simon, man. Simon's my fave. No, that ain't Simon. I've been talking about Simon for a minute.
Yeah, that's Trevor.
No, that's Trevor. So this is a different Belmont, but yeah, I'm geeked for this. I'm glad that they're carrying along the storyline like this, and I can't wait. So so many dope announcements, man. So many.
And they premiered Twisted Metal at San Diego Comic-Con, although I missed it.
I like the show, but we'll get into that.
We'll get into that. Yeah, I haven't checked it out yet. I want to give it
I'm
some
excited
time.
to see it. Because, we'll get to it.
Yeah, you watched that pretty fast.
Man, it was I had a free day. What can I say? I had a free day, and I got into it. Like, the first episode hooked me. I was hooked right away.
Okay.
I was hooked in episode 1. I was like, oh, I actually, like, closed the laptop. I was like, well, we'll talk to these people later.
Golly. That's cool. So there's other shows that we've been watching though, and we've been paying attention to. And one of those shows had just wrapped up. It's ended, and we're moving forward with this Super Secret Invasion. This was a series on Disney Plus, Marvel series that featured the homie Samuel Jackson playing as Nick Fury. And pretty much it takes place. What did it take place after?
It's after the snap. Was it before or after Wakanda Forever? Is what I can't remember.
My guess is probably after Wakanda.
So
Right,
after Wakanda
right,
Forever.
right.
Maybe the latest in the timeline, I'm guessing. For now.
Okay, so pretty much take place after Wakanda Forever, pretty much in the current timeline of the MCU, and discovery of the Skrulls taking over. If you don't know who the Skrulls are, refer to your books, kids. But the Skrulls is fucking dope, man. They're shape-shifting aliens, and they're like grown gremlins. Nah. But yeah, man, read your books, man, because
this is the latest show confirmed that this takes place in the MCU year of 2025.
woo, we in the future.
Yeah, because remember the five
year gap.
The 5 year gap. She-Hulk was said to take place at the end of 2024, going into 2025. So this is the actual latest thing.
Wow.
That's what I thought.
So Nick,
after Ant-Man. This is
after Ant-Man, hey, it's getting hot. You know, all right. So after Ant-Man, Nick Fury discovered he come back to Earth, and he discovered that the Earth has been infested with alien race of the Skrulls that he had low key thought that he had under the wraps, but the snap and all.
And him not holding his word.
And
several facts.
Yeah, so the Skrulls end up going independent and rogue and doing things on their own.
Make a terrorist organization.
Yeah, and really infiltrating everything, man.
Yep.
And it's pretty dope how they did it. I actually liked the operation and how they moved around. Led by Gravik. Shout out, who's the actor of Gravik?
Benedict Kingsley.
Yo, he's dope, man.
Yeah,
He's dope. He's the first actor I seen grab fucking Samuel L. Jackson by the face, and nothing happened. Like, that's the first. I was like, well, rewind that. No one ever grabbed that guy like that.
Any other time, any other actor, he's like,
motherfucker, you lost your mind? Know the fuck I am? Don't let the motherfuckers fool you.
Why am I ancient?
So this was
on this motherfucking
planet. God damn it.
Where the fuck is Kevin Feige? I ain't signing up for this.
Sign for that shit.
Down in the ground.
So yeah, man, I wish it was that explicit. I wish they could have did a director's cut of Nick Fury in one of these series. But anyway, the series was dope. A lot of people was complaining about it. A lot of people say it was lackluster. A lot of people was unsatisfied with the ending and everything.
What do they want?
I don't know, man.
I do kind of feel like it didn't stick the landing with the show. I kind of think I wish the show could have been longer, maybe 2 more episodes. I think the story they're trying to tell, with the scope they're trying to do, I think could have been to get it to me right. Probably maybe another episode or 2. I'd say at least 8 to 10 instead of just 6. And to cram everything into 6. I just wasn't particular about the ending too much. I like most of it, but I have some issues with Gaia and how everything still felt a little small scale to what they revealed. And the reveal of Rhodey being a Skrull, they could elaborate more.
Okay, all of those points I kind of agree with.
But I
love it overall, but and I think it opened the door for a lot of things to happen in the MCU, and the MCU needs some stuff to do. So you know what I mean. Don't dump everything all in one time and that'll be it. It's cool, spread it around. You can't kill all your villains and can't kill everything because then you have nothing else to do, and that's when the people get complaining. It's Marvel can't do this. No, let the Skrulls last, dude. That's an effort. We got to get to the Fantastic Four. You know what I mean?
Something that is interesting that you lead into is the hysteria with aliens being on the planet. And hold on, there's more. That made more than to hysteria with powered people being on Earth. We're getting more and more powered people that can lead to hysteria with the mutants. That's possible. I'm just saying, but the way they ended off.
I like it overall because we're talking about Nick Fury. This is the guy who designed the Avengers to be the Earth protectors, and pretty much he failed twice in that department. Thanos came and took over, and snapped and he was a victim of the snap,
Right.
along with now while he was going to handling that and dealing with that issues and personal internal affairs, the Skrulls was his issue and they infiltrated. So now they're on the planet, you know, and million Skrulls at once.
Them sons of bitches.
You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, you failed twice, you know? So I feel him like this. He just got to be the cleanup man. He got to fix his mistake, you know? And even bonding with the Skrulls to a point where he marries one of them or have one emulate his wife, which was crazy.
No, he married one.
So who was...
No, that's he knew she was a Skrull. He married her.
But who was the lady that she...
She said that this lady she met years ago and she was dying. She came out. She came out to say I'm a Skrull. Yada. I want to take her identity, and she said, "Well," and I think she mentioned Nick, and she was like, "No, don't do these 3 things." Yada yada yada.
Right. Yeah, you right.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Weird.
No.
So is that...
No, what I was going to say is based off everything.
Wait, I wasn't done yet, though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, because I was going to say, I agree. My strongest point is that I wish it was more Skrulls reveals.
Right.
Like, Rhodey was cool.
That's why I was saying we should last long.
But I wish it was just some more reveals. Like you said, the power broker. Like, you know, that could have been, you know,
I
those
still
little...
don't think
But, you know, just throw up some of the characters, throw a dart, you know what I mean?
Like Foggy Nelson.
Yeah, right.
Like Foggy in a
yeah.
scroll. It's like or Jay Jonah.
Yeah,
something very like Harry or something.
Exactly.
Well, here's something.
Right,
One thing I can give the show: a lot of characters didn't make it in the show, surprisingly.
Yeah,
Maria Hill,
Yeah, that's true.
Talos, which I'm a big fan of Talos.
I'm not a fan of Taylor.
I know
He
you are.
deserved every...
Wow, really fast.
That's why I rode with Gaia, because Gaia was right. If we following this dude, we'll be fucked up. Like, what the hell? No, I kind of agree.
Right.
Talos was a sucker, and he was just going along. Moving. He was a pushover. He was going along with the flow instead of having some. At least talk to Fury like, at least, hey, dude, I've been around this world enough to know that at least put us in the projects or something. Like, develop something. You know what I mean? Starks get stuff building. Starks got throw us in the complex.
More diplomatic about it than like being hard-edged about it. Right.
But it didn't get you nowhere.
And neither the graphics approach.
But he didn't grab the approach either. And really, he's more the power, and he got kind of called out.
Well,
His
his
own people jumped
execution.
him.
Yeah, and that's true. That's
Yeah.
bad leadership.
Yeah,
That's
bad
bad leadership. However, execution is a mark. He was already infiltrating everything. He just got power corrupted by power and power hungry. And that was his problem.
Like
but
Skrull
he already was
he
like
was
winning,
too ambitious.
dude. Yeah.
He was too
Like,
ambitious.
Yeah, he was already winning,
Like the
dude.
Congress, and they get portrayed like media.
Like Rolly running with the prez, like he top chief, like you know that's a scroll.
So now the next topic, which the show really didn't clarify just yet. I guess we'll find out in Armor Wars. But I guess our guess is maybe he was a Skrull since Civil War.
That's what everyone is saying, and that's why
I'm thinking it's gotta be actually to me during the 5-year blip when he was roaming around as War Machine doing various things. That'd been the best time to get him, because if you get him after Civil War, it means you take him in the hospital, and with Star Tech infused in his body, it probably wouldn't work. So you got to think that
because they could probably swap him before you even got him in the first place.
so since
all right, Civil War.
So how did he get the?
No, wait. Civil War. He got shot down by Vision. He falls down.
And he hurts his
Boom.
back.
End scene.
Mhm.
Boom. Next time you see him, he in the crutches,
He in
right?
therapy.
He in the therapy with Tony, and he called him Tony Stink, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
That's
then,
the same movie.
Yeah,
Same movie.
and then later on,
So then, when we see him next, is what, in Endgame or Infinity War?
Infinity War.
we see him in Infinity War.
Is he in the hologram or did he
He's
show
in the
us?
hologram.
No. You see him beat Cap, saw him face to face.
Yeah,
That's right. Cap's also in the face, but he's also in the hologram. He's still in the
in the
hologram.
hologram. You see him in Endgame.
I think
Was he
Derek-
walking perfectly?
He was in armor.
No, everything from the end of Civil War to Endgame, he had the braces on.
Okay.
I was also saying my theory earlier. In Falcon and the Soldier, and in this, he did not have.
He did not have the brace. So,
however, there's still a lot of. It's still.
but that happens after everything.
Right. There's
Anyway.
still some evidence points that he did get swapped during Civil War.
I think he got swapped during the 5 year.
I think he got swapped during Civil War. I think when he went down.
Although I kind of don't like it, but I think
If he went down,
Hey, he missed out. He missed.
If
And
he
that
went down,
story.
How do you
That
do the back
story.
surgery?
Huh?
How do you cut him open for the back surgery?
No, the surgery.
No, that during the surgery.
No, surgery still happened.
I think he went down, and while he was in the hospital
Probably
somewhere,
out, knocked
they
out.
switched him off during that recovery moment because that's the perfect time. Why would you? I wouldn't confront him with that war machine armor.
I don't think you swap him.
Remember,
I don't think you swap him while Stark is alive. And to be in the
Nah, I agree.
You don't.
I agree.
Stark doesn't even know nothing about that kind of stuff.
But the way his technology works, even in the movies, it's pretty personal to the engrams and interface.
Because even Spider-Man,
Because even with Spider-Man, he instantly knows when a person is not of the right person in his suits.
Yeah.
You can't do this while Tony is alive.
However,
Because also it's too many eyes, but he was wiping out planetary defenses.
But however,
so you want him gone.
Right, but however, the scrolls are everywhere. They can study his shit and figure out a way to even
But remember, he's been on paranoid mode since the Chitauri. He's been on paranoid mode since the Chitauri.
Now there's a scene. Now Andy had pointed this out. Shout out to Andy Warhol. He had sent me this clip of what is it? It's Endgame when him and what's her name? Nebula. She was getting the motherfucking gem, right? The orb, and she went in there and she burned her hands. She said, "I'm a little different." He said, "I am too."
Right.
And he got the implants. Because he's talking about the implants.
So I was assuming the implants, but someone said, "Hey, if you think about it in context,
this is what
that could have been
this is what
Skrull."
This is what they want. They want us having these conversations. They want us having these
Well, yeah,
conversations.
we still probably Armor War.
They want us to
See,
have.
it's
They want
They
us.
did say when the rest confirmed, he was spotted way back in Civil War. But I guess
They said Civil
I won't
War.
believe that until they say
They
so.
said Civil War. I'm gonna go with because I want that tragedy. I want him to come out and be like, "Well, where's Tony?
Where's Tony? What do you mean? What's the
What
name?
happened? Well, who? What happened? Who? And then that's going to up him to want to be War Machine and carry that shit on to wherever's going on moving forward.
And what's the black?
We need
what's the
that
black guy?
motivation.
What's T'Challa?
He knew about T'Challa.
No, before. No, sorry, not Wakanda, rather.
Well, he didn't know T'Challa's gone.
No, but yeah.
There's a lot of things he missed. So I mean, yeah.
Well, I guess
If that's the case, if that's the version, he
that's
missed
the
a lot.
version,
Yeah,
yeah.
he missed a lot.
If they come back to it, hopefully they come back to it.
So how y'all feel about Gaia? So people was tripping on Gaia, say she's the most powerfulest character in the
Well,
MCU.
she is, and I'm a little slightly annoyed. So I'm like, okay, how does she beat Gravik and he can heal with the extremists, but she's able
I don't
to
think he gone. See, that's just.
I don't think she's. I think casting her as the most powerful. Like I feel like every time someone new pop up, they try and say someone.
Well, she has all the power, and they're saying they want to power down Carol Danvers in the Marvels.
I mean, I guess. So she's a super scroll.
She's the ultimate.
She's the ultimate
She's a super scroll. So she just gonna be an issue they gotta deal with. Shit.
Or once again, like a lot of characters that exist, they'll never come back.
How many times have you seen? No, she gonna come back. She gonna come back and fight Galactus. She gonna come back and fight Galactus.
Something over her and the British chick, and I guess a squad with her.
Yeah. Well,
What that is, I don't know. But they'll say something up with her in England with the British lady.
Excalibur. They're probably from Excalibur.
Or was it MI16, whatever?
Well, that's already MI13 already exists. Or the one with Pete Wisdom, MI6. MI6 is already that's the real British intelligence agency.
But what's the British superhero team they have over there?
There was the Invaders. Then there was two versions of the Invaders, and there's Excalibur. There's really
I thought it was another one. Okay, I thought it was one more. Okay.
there aren't a lot of British UK super teams. I mean, there's the Soviet super soldiers, but that's about it.
Okay.
So, all right, so yeah, man. Check out Secret Invasion if you haven't. It's really dope.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. Good espionage. Some people said, I guess because Nick Fury was kissing squirrels and shit. I don't know.
I think some people want to go to the open planet want something, I guess. This is an espionage show, not an action pack. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what I think people. I think people got a lot of things. I keep telling y'all, I think Infinity War and all that shit spoil people because their expectations is just set on
high.
Yeah, on this, and you can't accept anything else moving forward. And that's a shame on you because you know this is comic book movies. Every issue is not supposed to be wham bam in game. Can't even afford to do that every fucking show. You know what I mean?
Every year and
every year. You can't do that, man.
I think the one drawback Secret Invasion does have is not having more Avengers for those other actors that are really expensive to be in the show. That reveals like, oh, so and so close to you was a scroll.
I wish that was. I wish it was more of that.
It's past time for kind of like what I would consider a routine Avenger squad without the big names.
That's true too. That's true
In the history of both
Yeah.
the Justice League, the Avengers, the X-Men, there's always been a lineup that you looked at and you was like, who are you?
Yeah.
Like and something major would happen during their time, but at the same time, it's like I think they could scale it down to to have a plausible working Avengers team on hand for such occasions.
Yeah, it's just with a threat this big and it really affecting the world and the Avengers. You know that I can see that being an issue.
I just always feel like if you're going to do something in New York, then you're probably going to come across an Avenger. Or
you have no choice. Yeah, you have no choice with that.
Oh, this Spider-Man swinging by.
Yeah. So, all right. So, Secret Invasion, cool. So, moving forward, I checked out one of my favorite shows is Invincible, man. And this show, watching Adam and Eve, was like a breath of fresh air to me, man. Like, I was so geeked and excited. I watched it twice in a row because. For one, this was another SDCC exclusive blessing. You know what I mean? So they dropped this around that time. They announced it. It was like, oh shit, this is midnight. I'm gonna watch this shit. Let me get the damn popcorn. So watching this Adam and Eve. Oh, this ain't the one show. But watching this Adam and Eve was pretty dope to me because took me whole back to that whole thing, and it's her origin story. If you're not familiar with Adam and Eve is the girl on Adam and Eve. Excuse me. Well, I'm looking at that. Yeah, I'm slow, man. Adam Eve, man. She's on Invincible. She's the lady companion of young Mark, and this is her origin story, man. It's pretty dope how they rock with it because you get that old classic violence, the animation is dope, man, and I like it, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good prep for Invincible season 2. Get you warmed up.
Right.
It was short, sweet, to the point, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I watched it a couple times myself, and yeah, I'm just as excited as, if not more, season 2.
That's on my to watch list.
It's pretty good, man. And a lot of voice actors coming up on this Invincible series as well. A lot of voice actors is getting it in on this show. They're going to get it in. It look like some more villains. They're going to feature like them little side villains that you saw on the season. I think they're going to get their full story going in moving forward too. So it's a lot to play with, and this is just one of them as the Adam Eve intro. She deal with just parenthood and shit. You know what I mean? Being different and the way her powers are to an atom, dude. Like she could manipulate atoms, bro.
Yeah, she's the molecule, man.
Woo! That's a hell of a power, dude.
She's Owen Reese.
Dude, that is so dope, man. So seeing that mad dealing with her father and shit. You know what I mean? She could have broke that dude up in a million pieces once she found out that real information. You know what I mean? But she's still there, and she want to be a hero. She want to do something different. You know, she want to make her mark, as she said in the Invincible season 1 and in the comic books as well. So, man, moving forward with this, I'm geeked. Y'all check out Adam Eve on Amazon Prime, and yeah.
For sure. And we had some music drop recently. Nas hit us with Magic 2.
He did?
Yeah, he hit us with
some Magic.
The album is not bad. It's not. It's like, but it's just not Magic 1. It's not the first Magic.
It's not the first Magic.
But in the 5 album series that comprises King Disease 1, 2, and 3, and Magic 1 and 2, this is to me, I feel Magic 2 is at least King's Disease 2 good, at least. Because King's Disease 2 to me was the weaker.
So what's up with Nas? He rapping now. Why is he rapping so much?
Because he is financially secure. Elsewhere, he don't need rap to make money, so now he can rap for fun.
Oh.
He is not rap. He has F you money. F you money.
Shout out to Massive Appeal.
Because when you hit the Forbes billionaire list, even though he's not as high up the billionaire as Jay-Z, but him and Jay-Z are both billionaires.
To a point of lifestyle comfortability.
Yeah, they up there. But they can wake up and afford to be anywhere they go.
Right.
So now that Nas has the finances off his back, his daughter is grown. He's finally him and Khalees have like come to they're not on good terms, but they no longer like at each other.
Right.
He is in a place of like, I'm a grown rich man who can rap, and I can rap well. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. And it's what he's doing. If you listen to these albums, there's no stress in his voice.
No, it's not.
There's no stress in his voice.
He's rapping with ease. It's comfortable, and the flows is just Nas, and he's not fighting. You know how he, like you said, he hit the fight and the struggle in the voice. He's not fighting over the beats. He's just rapping. He's just doing his thing.
And as much as people have criticized his effort, his albums with Hit Boy, find me another 5 Nas albums in a row with this much consistency.
I can't. That's why I asked.
Like, so I'm just saying, like, he found his premiere. He found his premiere late in life. Late in his career, he found him. But he
had premiere early in life.
Yeah, he had premiere early in life. That's true. But then he went for the Jiggy era. And he was always trying to balance knowledge and
ratchets.
And ratchets. Yeah, he was heavy on those scales. But once he got to this place where he is now, like this whole comfort level, he's like, I can just show skill.
Right.
And what's unfortunate is that this is what people want from Jay-Z as well. They're like, we just want you to rap now, Jay. Just rap.
I was talking about Jay earlier, and it's like, yeah, you just rap, dude. You ain't got nothing to worry about. and that's how it is with Nas. You know, he ain't got nothing to worry about. He could rap all these albums and just tour. Now he going to tour for the next 15 years. Yeah, because he's
touring with Wu-Tang right now. And so that's a boon to all those who got to go to the Chicago show, because from what I understand, he did the first 5 songs from Magic 2.
That's crazy.
At the Chicago show.
That's crazy. So they got some new stuff.
So, you know, once again, like I do like Magic 2. It's just not as strong as Magic 1, but if these are the songs that didn't make any of the King Disease albums, damn. Because for some people, these songs would be hits.
My man 50 was on Bing Bing, get them, stick them, Bing Bing. I was like, oh, 5th, go, man! Bing Bing, get them, shoot them. Oh, shit.
Somebody tell Banks.
Cole Banks, man, good.
But that's, speaking of, and not to get too off track, but those last 2 Lloyd Banks albums,
they was cold too. Yeah,
super cold.
Yeah,
and it's funny you bring up 50, of course, but that one Propane, that was aimed at 50.
Really?
That was aimed at
50. I gotta
50.
re-listen. Okay.
That was aimed at 50. When you talking about how fame changed you, but I didn't curve with you. Like that was aimed at. that was aimed at 50. Like, cause
You want to shoot at me, Binks?
if you listen to those albums, it's like these
Bing.
little droppers where you just hear him say something like, "The fame took you when we was still being real." Like, who is he talking about?
Yeah.
Like, who is you talking about? Especially when you listen to the tone of these two albums. Like, it's almost like Banks got something personal to prove.
And of course he does. I feel that position, you know what I mean? Where, I don't know, the crew get on. Your boy, the biggest star, 50. But you right there, you the gun. You the right gun. Like, you right there. But what happened, was it because of the laziness of 50 Cent said, you know what I mean? Or is it...
From Banks, I don't know.
Because no one really, gave... all right, there's Jay-Z. At least he had Bleak, and then Benny Siegel came, and then Freeway came. And, he could at least toss the ball around to a little team. But 50 really just came in, collected the money, and dipped. And then whatever he did, he provided for the folks, and that dried up. You know what I mean? There wasn't really too many artists from 50's side, besides him, that was making moves.
I mean, I think with Banks, it was a case of Banks didn't have the person. Banks had the skill, but no person. Remember, Banks was quiet.
No personality, right? Yeah.
Like he was the cool dude. He was the guy that when you saw G
Cool
Unit
guy
together,
in the room.
he was always the guy in the back of the room. Just chill. He was not as wild as Tony Yayo.
50, you're doing all this shit, Banks, but you ain't doing nothing but some bit.
So. And Yayo was 50 hype man, so Yayo on the road with 50 no matter what. And Banks probably like, I ain't joined G Unit just to be your hype man.
I don't think he was there to do that either. I think there's certain roles and certain things that artists got to step up and do too, which they don't do. You know what I mean? Because it's just kind of weird story of just how one always make it in all these little crews, you know what I mean? It'd be that one artist made it, but everyone else fell off and their life turned to drugs and horrible shit. You know what I mean? It's just like, you gotta do the diligence too. But I understand his position, because you still got that skill set and you still making music. So yeah, just lay out your heart.
Yeah, I think he
fire those darts.
Yeah, Banks has retooled himself, and these last two albums, I feel they are super fire.
Let's go.
And dipping back from the past, we got Mr. Pharoahe Monch with a sequel, long-awaited sequel to Internal Affairs called External Affairs.
And I bought Internal Affairs when it first came out back in the day.
So we all bought that.
Yeah, I mean, we all know how big Pharoahe blew up off Get the Fuck Up. That song was worldwide.
Get the fuck up. Get up. So, just talking to Pharoahe and just growing up with Organized Confusion, and Pharoahe went to his solo ventures. That shit was dope. It was Raucous Records, you know what I mean? So it was like the Raucous era. Simon Says sampling fucking Godzilla, you know what I mean? And making that into a hip hop anthem is a no-brainer banger, you know what I mean? And from Stress on down, Pharoahe is known for penning bangers and hooks and just phenomenal verses and just patterns and skills, wordplay. So to hear him bringing this energy back with External Affairs, I mean, come on. He had Busta Rhymes, M.O.P., Meth Red. Like, he had bangers on Internal Affairs.
Definitely.
So if he's bringing that energy back in and just doing it with External Affairs, you know what I mean? So he's releasing it. He's also part of a band 13, where he rock with and do comic books and art and touch on really dope subject matter. He's a real dope conceptual artist as well, from Stray Bullet on the way down to the PTSD album, where he was talking in perspective of those type of concepts on record. So to hear him do this External Affairs is dope. I can't wait to hear it. I want to hear. All right, so if we talking Internal Affairs, You gonna do what Simon Says? Like, you got another Simon? Another one?
I'd love to see it.
I would love to see it. I want to see it because,
Sir.
dude, that's a record that turned on. Mosh pits go on with girls.
Wow.
Girls. Like, get out the way, girl. You might get squashed. I'm going to hold the line. It was girls holding the front. Like, oh, shit. Oh. Okay, so that's a great record. I love to see Match Energy. It's hip hop. It's great. Pharoahe Monch is a Fly Nerd group as well. We talked to him. He part of us. He a Fly Nerd.
For a second.
Yeah, and he a figurehead and everything. So
Yes,
you know
indeed.
what I mean. Shout out to Pharoahe.
I'm a big fan of Pharoahe.
Family.
Same.
Yes, sir.
Album was out, and then shout out to Black Milk. Apparently, everybody cool.
Everybody cool?
Everybody
cool.
good.
Everybody good?
Everybody.
Everybody cool? All right, cool.
I haven't had the chance to listen to it yet, but I've heard some good things. I think Chauncey, you listened to it, right?
Oh yeah, I've listened to it like a few times, like within the last week. I mean, it's dope stuff because I've listened to Black Milk before. Cause like one joint that turned me on to him was "Everyday Was."
I know that song. Yeah,
And that joint right there,
That's a good
it
song.
kind of gave me that Dungeon Family sound vibe to it for me, but it was unique in its own way. And this album right here, this new album, Everybody Good, it gives you kind of like almost a pseudo West Coast feel to it in terms of sound.
Okay.
But all the tracks are dope on it. It musically, it will remind you of, like, say if you watch something like maybe like Atlanta or Insecure or something like that.
Oh.
You can see those type of songs, play on that kind of show.
Okay.
That's the vibe you get off of it because it's organic, it's unique, it's nothing like anything else that's out there, and it's just dope stuff to listen to. So I'd highly recommend Black Milk. Everybody good.
All right, everybody
Yeah.
go check out Black Milk. Everybody cool. Nas Magic tune, and when it drop, Pharoahe Monch, External Affairs. It should be dope. And getting back to SDCC, even though this was announced way before SDCC, Hellfire Gala 2023 came out this week. And it was
Oh, wow. Oh, God.
what was intended to be a celebration of mutant advancement. A new team of X-Men announced just turned into slaughter. just outright slaughter as Orcus invaded, whooped the X-Men's ass.
Now, who is Orcus? Let's break down.
Orcus is leftover AIM members. MODOK, Nathaniel Essex, but not the Mr. Sinister Nathaniel
Spiral.
Essex. Nah, Spiral's not in it. Obadiah Stane, his son, is in it. The Omega Sentinel, Nimrod.
Really?
All the remnants of Operation Zero Tolerance.
Them dudes?
Wow. Former Cameron Hodge mercenaries.
What?
Dude, this is Deep Squad.
Bring it back. Throwback.
Yeah. Deep Squad.
Yeah,
Deep cuts.
including some more recent X-Men foes. I forgot the name of the three elderly lady super geniuses who control plants they pissed off. But yeah, pretty much a lot of X-Men, a lot of people who are pissed at the X-Men make their move at the gala. Same day that Ms. Marvel finds out that she's a mutant because she gets resurrected right before the gala starts. And they're like, hey, guess what? You're a mutant. She's like, what's my power? And Xavier's like, I don't know.
Just come with us. We'll figure that out later. Just come with us.
Right. It was like supposed to be like the best day of her life, and then Orcus attacks, kills mutants, and forces Xavier to shunt the X-Men off into various parts of the world. Jean Grey bites it for real. Like Moira puts a dagger through her heart that has something on it that turns her to bones.
God dang.
Yeah,
It's like the 7th time she's died.
Actually, this will only be the third death, or actually 4th death of Jean Grey. She has not come back as much as people think. Like I've never understood where that came from, because she's only actually she died when she became Phoenix, and she died one other time after that during Grant Morrison's run on the X-Men. Other than that, she's never officially.
Unless she died another time after that.
Nope. I mean, she died in the new Hickman series, but they all have because they all just come right
Yeah,
back.
come back.
Oh yeah, the Rasputin 4, the Mr. Sinister created Colossus clone that turned on him.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So wait a minute, man. So all this structure that the X-Men had built it with Krakoa and just like their whole like medicine and
Because they poisoned their medicines. That's how they convinced Xavier to mind control the mutants to go through the portals, because they had invaded their supply chain, poisoned all the medicines, and said, if you don't take every mutant off this planet or get them out of here, we not only will we try to kill them, we'll also just start killing every human who took your medicine, because now our bombs are inside their bodies.
oh wow.
So it was a big blackmail situation. They pretty much told Xavier, you want to keep your dream, then we're going to kill humans in your name.
Yikes.
And still kill humans in their name, because even after they removed the X-Men from the island, the ambassadors from all the major countries, were there on the island, and they just killed them and sent out news that the X-Men did it.
Oh, hell no.
X-Men loses again, man.
Big time. This was like not cool.
And see,
It was so tragic.
and see, that's what's kind of messed up, because it's like, when you mentioned the fact of X-Men being losers, it kind of reminded me of like, almost like a wrestling metaphor. Like, you got that beloved face that everybody loves to root for, and he's so daggone close to winning the match. But then the heel be like, I got something for you. Bam, you losing. That's what this is when it comes to the X-Men.
Oh man, dude.
Avengers will win, Spider-Man will win, but when it comes to the X-Men, it's like, nah.
But this was like the greatest alley-oop setup for advancement and winning. That it just was amazing, because we'll take it back to the House of X and Power of X, where all this started with Hickman. Reading those books was like, oh my God, this is the greatest setup in the world. And it's like, yes, the X-Men won. Look at everyone united. You got Apocalypse and Professor X, Magneto, all chilling together.
So they got all four cuckoos.
There are four of them. Well, I'll be there when they find.
They got a signal head on the side of the building. Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah, dude, they advanced, they to Mars and shit, dude. Like they had a whole setup, dude. Like the setup was ill with the X-Men. And to see all this getting torn down breaks my heart once again. But it's the X-Men, man. Like I said, they lose.
They like the lovable lose.
They lose. They lose. You go in all your futures and always see little killing them and shit. Like it's just
Magneto.
Yeah, pretty much right after they announced the new lineup, Orchis struck. It was like they announced the new lineup. It was Sync, Talon, Jubilee, Juggernaut, a couple others who I can't remember right now. But, so they were all like, here's the new X-Men lineup. And then here comes Nimrod. Boom!
now they got something to do.
Right. They didn't get much of a chance. But yeah, it was...
Juggernaut, hey, man.
Cyclops went retro.
Cyclops. Oh, wow. Look at Sykes.
Yeah.
He went retro.
This is dope.
Yeah, it was overall, it was a good issue. It was from everyone who had been working on the book, all the books for the past few years.
Okay.
And
Collaborated.
yeah, so like the new, there's a whole new status quo coming out of this, because it's now back to like really just more than a handful left on planet, but who really know the score.
Hey, you movie writers out there, y'all looking for a job, go ahead and holler at these companies, man. Get some gigs. I'll go write the next Marvel things, might turn up to movies, because I would like to see the Hellfire Gala turn to the Red Wedding on film. Dude. That's what it sounds like. That's
the same. I mean, yeah. It's like pretty much the Avengers got called away before Orchis struck. Fans are speculating that Orchis generated an event to get the Avengers off the island. They didn't want to deal with the Avengers, because they know, like, especially this particular Avengers lineup that's current, it's too much for Orchis, because it's Captain, it's Carol, it's T'Challa, Sam, Thor, Vision, Wanda.
And one? Oh, yeah. That's too much heat.
Too much heat.
Too much heat.
So yeah, well, I think Orcus knew like.
I want to do a shit with that line up.
Yeah,
Okay.
Orcus kind of knew like we should not attack with them.
Nah, you know your limitations.
Know your limits.
Get them off the board,
Right, you don't want to piss
So
off.
what's up with Captain America, man?
Yeah, you
Captain
never want to
America
get
gets
mad.
every day. You don't want Math or Cap.
Well, Steve is mad because Steve knows what's happening because Rogue told him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because Rogue is a member of his Unity squad. So Rogue got knocked off the island before a lot of stuff went down. Rogue was actually the one who rescues Xavier.
Oh,
And she lands a big hit on Moira because Moira has a robot body right now. Rogue just rips right through her.
Wow.
She ripped through her, grabbed Xavier, and just like took off.
Sam Wilson.
Damn.
No, that's Sam. Oh yeah, that's Sam Wilson in the red, white, and blue right there. And see, this is the Avengers getting the call, and you see them taking off. Like, so,
Oh shit, they go Thor.
yep. So you see,
Vision, T'Challa.
yeah, they Avenge,
Change
T'Challa,
it, Black and
Wanda.
Too. That's dope.
Yeah, so they all take off. Carol. So yeah, the Avengers get the distress call, and they leave.
Wanda.
And see, Rogue get her call because she's an Avenger
What's
as
going
well.
on, sugar?
Right.
I want to save my professor.
See, she going retro too.
That's
She
dope.
going
That's
retro. The '90s
dope.
costumes are coming back.
Okay, that's as it should.
The '90s
It
costumes,
should.
the '90s
As it
costumes are coming
should.
back. But yeah, it was just a big
Oh,
celebration.
Dab was on the X-Men too.
Yeah.
Huh?
Dab.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dazzler
And
and
Jubilee.
Yeah, Dazzler and Jubilee. Yep. And Frenzy from you may for those who read X Factor way back, she was one of Apocalypse's original minions.
Oh.
With Apocalypse before he did when they were fighting X Factor.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, Frenzy was one of his minions.
Dope.
Yeah, Sync is the new Sync and Talon, which is X-23 from when they got trapped in that aging vault. Oh yeah, Cannonball, Frenzy, yeah, Prodigy.
That's dope.
Yeah, so this was the new lineup right here.
Good luck, guys. I hope you guys could beat them.
Right. Good freaking luck.
Fucking losers. Y'all, these fucking losers. I love y'all. Y'all piss me off. Look at Juggernaut, man. What you gonna do?
He happy too, like I'm on the team.
I'm on the team finally. Yeah. Yeah, the bow tie on.
And then,
Oh, what the hell?
oh yeah, see Prodigy, Dazzler.
Wow.
He killed him?
Yep.
Nimrod, you dirty son of a.
He may have got Frenzy too, may have. I don't think he got Jubilee, but she.
Dude, he crashed the party. This a party crash. Maxie, you have nothing on this.
I don't know.
You can't crash your party
I
with
look
like
like Frenzy
50.
bought it too.
Holy moly.
Yep, Dazzler, Prodigy, Frenzy. They all ate it. Jubilee is right there. She's still alive.
Oh, good.
And Juggernaut, of course, he survives this, but he does go one-on-one with Nimrod.
Dude, he ran through Juggernaut. I mean,
He landed on his back. So smashing all of them into an immovable force, that's pretty effed.
Yeah.
man, who thought of this dangerous, disgusting? Who you repulsive writer?
Evil.
Evil man.
Well, speaking of evil and repulsive, so
Cheer me
a
up.
trailer came out.
Cheer me up with some light, man. What are we about to talk
I
about?
don't know if it's gonna be light. A trailer came out, and it is a trailer based off, which is what we run into the 50th anniversary of quite possibly the scariest movie of all time, The Exorcist.
Oh, come on, man.
Sticks in hell.
Now, 50 years later, Pazuzu wants to groundswell presence again. I don't know why, but this is what we got going on because we got Exorcist Believer.
Oh, that's what it is? You gotta believe in this shit?
So now, based off of this trailer, it's not only one, but two little girls possessed.
Nah, y'all done. I'm out of here.
Right.
Yep. I'm done. I'm out with the exit.
I'm out.
Now, based off what we see from the trailer, it does have, some creepy factors to it, what have you. This go around is done by Blumhouse, though.
Oh, double whammy.
So, So that's pretty that. And as you can see per trailer, it's a black girl and her little white bestie.
Oh, y'all both get possessed? That's sad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, it's really messed up.
So they two girls get possessed, and I guess this one dude. I don't know about the white girl, but there's a black dude that's really concerned about his daughter.
That's of course the father of the black girl.
And he's going through the strengths to try to see what's going on. And I want to go through the strengths too, because I don't believe black people get possessed by no goddamn devil. But it's all good. I thought it was a white girl.
Lots of African stories about possession.
See, now that's when we get into that. That's what I think we're going to touch on in this movie as well, because they talked about different cultures.
I don't think any race is exempt from possession.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think any race is exempt from possession. It just all depends on if the devil or demon finds you interesting enough to play with you.
Exactly.
That's really the crux of it. Do they feel that they can fuck your life up enough?
Right. And then per trailer, as you can tell, the creepiness starts to build with little nuances of cuts and eerie movements and contortions.
Yeah, you know what's going on, man.
Right.
So, like, look. Well,
hell no.
that's creepy. The first Exorcist, though, is one of the scariest movies for me, right? To this day. I gotta watch that shit in daylight.
Hey,
I watch that in daytime.
I'm mad at you.
10 a.m. So, it gotta be nice outside, too. Nice day. Nice and sunny. I got sunlights. But, you know, it was texture about that movie. It was about little, like you said, little creepy things going on in here. It's like this scene, this church scene. I really hope that they really up it with the creepiness, because with the first movie, it was simple. Old girl walking on back her four, walking down the stairs was fucking still terrifying. Give me a chill right now just thinking about it. You know what I mean? Her turning her head was scary. That was kind of played out, but there was other little nuances that they was doing for Blair. What's her name? Blair Carter.
Linda Blair.
Linda Blair. Excuse me. Blair Carter. Linda Blair. To go through that shit. And that's old girl from the first one.
And we get a call back.
Yeah.
We get the mother from the first one.
Right.
Back up in here.
So she coming in trying to see what's
So,
going
help
on.
out and what have you. As you see with older Ellen Burstyn.
I mean, she just gone crazy now. Shit. So yeah, man. This is the exact sequel.
So yeah, basically this is an exact sequel of the first movie, and part of the reason why it's done by Blumhouse, because the same director who did the last infamous Halloween trilogy is the director of this, David Gordon Green. And
never mind.
Danny, old boy Danny McBride, the comedian, I think he's a co-writer on this too, because he did that also.
I like Danny McBride though.
Never mind. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm even waste y'all time with that one. That's a waste.
Yeah.
Because I think Halloween was trash. They made it stupid, and actually, I take that back. I like how they did some of the story. I think the last Halloween movie itself was kind of
the third one in this particular director's trilogy was definitely of whack nature.
Yeah.
Because the time skip to me was unnecessary.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't come here to say
So, anyway, check it out. You know, I'm gonna check it out since I know, but now I got my. You shouldn't have said all that, Chauncey. You talk too damn much.
Hey, man.
Hell, put you on the podcast to talk.
He provided the info. But right behind that, coming out soon, is Talk to Me, which I recall seeing the trailer for this in theaters. And as I recall, the creep factor on this was real high.
So what's this? This is an A24.
It's an A24 release, and as I recall, it seems to be like a little girl and then something else. It had a huge. I remember the trailer having a huge creep factor, but I haven't read up much on it. I just kind of want to see it. My one viewing of the trailer was enough for me.
So basically, from what I remember and gather from the Talk to Me trailer, it's kind of one of those scenarios where it's like a group of teenagers getting together, playing some type of.
Is jealousy in this movie?
Come and talk to me.
I really want
Can I talk to you?
But no, like, it's kind of one of those scenarios where it's like, you know, you got your group of high school kids or whatever like that playing some crazy, creepy game they got no business playing.
Man, kids play too damn much. We got to kill these kids.
Some killing the children. Some is killing the children.
I mean, look there, the children did die.
Yeah, he brought a whole book in section. He had a whole devil ceremony with the soundtrack playing in the damn house. Yeah, sure got his ass killed.
Even with the daggone Exorcist. Reagan found daggone Ouija board. Talking to Captain Happy.
That was in the Exorcist?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With the Ouija board. Yeah. That's how she
That's how she got possessed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I thought that was random.
I don't know.
I mean, it's
Scared no more. She brought that on herself.
Damn, revelation, y'all live on camera. I have no fear of damn Exorcist. I thought it was a random, like... But she brought out the damn Ouija board. Fuck these kids, man. So anyway, go ahead.
But no, basically it's one of those things where, you know, they playing a game they ain't got no business playing.
Oh, with the hand.
It's
Yes.
involved with a hand, and with this hand, if you touch it and say something about talk to me, you're supposed to connect somebody in the spirit world, and then the main girl right here, the young black girl, of course, she wants to talk to her dead mom, and then after this thing happens, I'll come back, but yeah,
All this crazy shit.
So it's the Insidious Conjuring teen drinking game horror thing. Okay, I got you.
Every kids don't drink.
but this
No,
one,
kids drink, just don't do dumb devilish
She's
shit.
in college kids though.
right?
Eve still.
Yeah.
Y'all don't get enough of playing these little games saying Beetlejuice 3 times,
Right.
Candyman,
You
huh?
gonna say Beetlejuice 3 times?
I said Beetlejuice 3 times.
He was just a weirdo.
He's a trickster.
Yeah, he's just a trickster.
He's a trickster. There's certain demons. He's a trickster demon. Yeah, you want to really put it to that nature. He's a trickster.
No, I wouldn't say demons. I wouldn't do like if it
But
was
what was real? Was Hail Mary? What was that?
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary. Yeah.
Look in the mirror, say her name 3 times,
And then she
and then
comes.
she's supposed to come get you.
Our figures gonna come to life.
That terrifying.
Oh man,
Jeez.
they're like small soldiers.
Oh, sick them to the world.
Terror.
Destroy them all.
Do you really want the little tiny jokers coming to life?
Yes. Yes.
With you here?
Yes.
Cause I'm gonna send them out. I'm gonna send them out. I'm gonna put them in a box.
You really
And
think that's
I'm gonna drop them off at my ops house.
Alright. All I gotta say is this.
realize that everything he said was what you don't do in a horror movie. I'm gonna take him out the house, drop him off.
Hey,
on
don't
somebody
talk
else.
to me about rules of horror movies because the horror movies suck, man. Everyone turns stupid in horror movies.
Right, and what you
stuff
just
like that.
suggested was stupid. What you just suggested was stupid. Exactly. Exactly.
I was just gonna say, God forbid the Transformers come to life. I'm like, oh, it's done.
Because I live for the day when they like giggling and cackling right here. Like, ooh, yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
And then when you get in the car, you just the brake pads disabled, and you hear them laughing from inside the box you put them in, and you be like, I was gonna drop you off the ops house, and then you're like, you are the ops.
Curses betrayed.
and that's how we get tiny jokers loose in the world. That's all Cosby.
Don't forget Harley and the Mask sitting right next to him.
Yeah.
That would be even worse.
That's dope.
Yeah.
2 Harleys.
I don't feel safe anymore.
Yeah.
I got your back. I got your back, man. So, all right,
So do all these things, but it's a Hellboy with a gun right there. Yeah, that come to life, blam blam.
with Jason next to him.
Yeah, they have a little spec. It's nice. It's nice.
We're done. It's over.
Y'all gotta check out the scene. I'm going to follow Troubleshooters because I do a lot of toy stuff. Chicago Toy Click is where you're gonna see more figures. I don't have the toy camera up, but I do have these turtles. These was the exclusive Mirage turtles, the Target exclusives that was hard to find, and it's triple the price on eBay. So good luck on finding that. But yeah, you get all 4 turtles, and it's pretty dope because you get the Eastman and Lard versions of the turtles.
These coming out. That says to be
I think Splinter is out already.
Oh, wow. Is it another 4-pack like that?
Nah, not yet. But yeah, singles and stuff. But you get all the turtles, which is dope because they all come with the red bandanas and stuff. You know, the premium Eastman and Lard comic book versions, which was black and white. So you know you had to really read the book to tell distinguish.
They also came out and said all their bandanas were red.
Yeah,
they didn't have different color bandanas.
That was all for cartoons.
When I was a kid, I saw the game box cover. They were like, "What? They got red bandanas? What kind of era is this?"
That's how they were.
That's how they work. Raw figures got that and got this. I ain't gonna do the open box. It may take too long. But this the Elektra Daredevil. Boom, this Marvel Legends right here is one of the new sets that's coming out. I had to pre-order this.
I love that design from the moment I saw it.
Man, that's what I did. When I saw it, I was like, oh, that's it. That's the one I want. And they just announced the new Ninja Daredevil that's coming out next season, too, which is coming out with the original Luke Cage, comic book Luke Cage. And I think it was something else. Another black character. I forgot what, but we'll talk more once we get closer to it. But yeah, figures of the week: Eastman Lard Turtles, Spider-Man, Daredevil. Check these out. Hey man, we did a good hell of a round, dude. You know what I mean?
And I played with toys the whole time.
Yeah. You got no choice. You got the Tower of Power over here.
Right. It was hard not to be enamored.
Yeah. So we are the Fly Nerd Group. This was a great episode. Go ahead. Let's go down the list. Anything coming up, y'all? Anything we should check out for? And give your outro.
LL Cool J is coming to Chicago August 13th. I will be there. Kaz has said he will probably be there. So, yeah, I'm going to go see LL Cool J on August 13th. And that's my time.
I probably be at Chicago Fan Expo.
Oh, yeah. I'll probably be there, too. That's the 10th through the 13th.
Of August. God damn it.
No Chicago Comic Con don't get real till I get there, so yeah.
Ooh, that's real talk. That's Fly Nerd swag right there. I like that. And Chunks?
For me, I might make an appearance at Fan Expo also. Okay. However, that's if not me doing my little photo ops that I've been doing for the past few weeks and months. So that's all I pretty much got going on as far as that goes.
We all going to get together as photographers and do a podcast as well, man.
Yes, sir.
Photographer podcast. So, as for me, I ain't doing shit. But making sure this podcast is dope. Every episode, after every episode. You see me in these streets, man. There's some things coming up. I will be attending the LL Cool J. I say I ain't doing shit, but I'm doing shit. I'm going to be at the Fan Expo. There's other concerts and things going on. Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy weekend, man. But we're going to work it out. And, a few things locally may be happening. The big things happen already. Did Tay Chicago happen already? Or is that happening?
I think it's coming soon.
It's coming soon. So yeah,
that
Lollapalooza's coming.
Lollapalooza.
So there's a few things that's happening that's we gonna be on these streets. I'm just
and we got the new Turtles film coming.
And the new Turtles film. We still didn't see Mission Impossible 2. Well, whatever the Mission Impossible movie.
6.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
75. Tom Hanks jumps off a mountain again. Tom Cruise jumps off a mountain.
big Mission Impossible fan. So I
State
got
Farms Insurance. So,
Keeping us rich.
all right. So, all right, man. I'm Kaz G. This is the Fly Nerd Group signing out.
We out of here.
Love y'all. Subscribe, share, follow,
Tell
do
your
all the
friends.
good things that you should do.
Your
Just
family.
help sponsor, support our movement.